Outer Orange.
Today we are going over results. So here we have the France results. Looks like we're missing a team, but this is basically try format. I believe this is the last event for BSF. I'm pretty sure this is the last event, but I thought I'd just break it down a little bit because premium is right around the corner. We're about to get shop challenge, and I'm not gonna lie, premium doesn't really change that much. So I feel like if you're really interested in playing for a premium shop challenge, now's the best time to be looking at some of these decks because premium is the one that's changed the least. D obviously is changing all the time, so you can't really help with that one. But this is sort of what we're looking at here. We got Gurgit, Chernui, and Jet in first place. We got Ange, Chernui, and Katrina in second place, and Ange, Ava, and Katrina in third place. I would say Katrina is just a really strong pick right now if you're really interested, not just because of this, but I just think in general Katrina's just been getting a lot of good tools over the last course of even last year, I would say. So definitely a deck to consider. If not, Grand Blue is still a good option. You can actually check out WGP to see some other really good options. I think Bermuda is still viable, and you know, it's interesting to see Jet. I don't know about Jet as much, but probably still viable, so you can check that out. For standard, we had in first place we had Lianorn, Kyrie, and Messiah, all really good decks here. Prism, Ava, and Chernui. I would say Ava and Chernui are probably the stronger picks of these two, but Prism is still really good, especially if you just have the deck lying around and you just like, oh, I guess I'll take it. Third place is Chernui, Raziel, and this is Valino, I believe her name is. This is the bug deck. And fourth place is Chernui, Jet, and Ava. Lots of Ava. I think this meta had Ava as like at its peak at the moment, so she was just performing really well. Deck's pretty strong. I think she's still actually very viable. She actually just got a top 4 in a recent event during Harry Night Rush meta. I just made a video about that as well, actually. So I think she's still viable. I actually think she's still one of the better brand gate decks. It's just she really wants to go first. I think that's her biggest issue. Next, we have the Legacy Cup that happened earlier on in the month. This is the top 8 breakdown. We have 2 Shodoji, 2 Raziel, 1 Lianorn, 1 Chronojet, 1 Blackmire, 1 Dayusha. Lianorn seems to be really coming back. I think she was kind of already doing well, and then she's kind of recently I feel like she's been starting to show results more, especially with set 4 in mind. So definitely a deck to worry about. Doji obviously being the powerhouse here, and then we have Doji, Raziel, Jet, and Doji again as our top 4 here. And these are all very strong decks. I think Jet has a little bit of a problem. It's good, but it does struggle with some stuff. If it goes first, it feels a lot weaker than it going second. It does get a lot of cool new tools, especially with set 3 of mine. It gets a lot of cool new tools. You can use like the little lantern girl and stuff like that. So definitely some options you can do. And Raziel still being Raziel, just, you know, a bunch of generic cards. So there is that. Next we have this is the Malaysia season 3 2024 breakdown. I believe this is the one that I was just looking at, the one that had the Ava in it. So this one had a bunch of Doji, 3 Doji, 3 Luar, 3 Dayusha, 2 Ava, 1 Black, 1 Lianorn, Chernui, 1 Chronojet, 1 Prison, 1 El Padillo. This is a different one actually than the one I watched. This is the one without the Stride deck, but this is the one that had the black deck that performed really well. I think black's actually very interesting. It was a very impressive deck. And we have also the 2 Dayusha, 2 Lower, 2 Chronojet, 1 Chernui, 1 Prison. It doesn't look like Doji made it through. Am I looking at this correctly? Yeah, it doesn't look like Doji made it through at all. That's interesting. No Dojis. No Dojis at all. So really interesting. A little confusing. This is a little different than what Fuzzy normally does. But anyway, I think black's very strong. Dayusha is very strong because Dayusha likes to go second. It can superior ride on you, and it can be kind of risky. You need to know what deck you're superior riding into because you don't want to give them grade 3 first either. So you have to be definitely mindful of how you're doing this. But it's just the fact that you can go second and kind of like a stride deck and also even grade 2 game your opponent, because you have the ability to call cards from your soul out over and over again, just makes the deck actually pretty impressive. Jet won this one, and then we also had the 3rd place black, and then we had the double Dayushas here in 2nd and 4th. So yeah, you can just check those out. These I think Dayusha is actually very powerful. It can be very scary. So the Dayusha definitely has some problems, but it's definitely like a strong deck. It's been performing too, which is very interesting to see there. And then if you guys don't know much about Dayusha, it's basically a Vanguard centric deck. For that, next we have, this is during Harry. This is when Harry and Night Rose come out. So this is like I believe this is the one that I watched because this one has the Ava in it and the Doji and the Blackmire that Blackmire and Ava actually face off each other. So this has 3 Lianorn, 2 Night Rose, 1 Ava, 1 Shodoji, and 1 Blackmire. This one's interesting because the top 4 results are double Lianorn. There's actually a mirror match that happened here, which is kind of unfortunate. And this is the person I watched like in my recent video with the Ava performance. And then we also had the 3rd place Night Rose deck. So this is sort of what we're starting to look like for Stride set meta. I would say that Ava might be a little bit unusual because Ava hasn't changed with the new stuff in mind, but Lianorn gets a lot stronger in my opinion, especially going post set 4. She gets a lot stronger, so she's performing really well. And then Night Rose obviously just like being able to farm over and over again, just as a very annoying deck to kind of face into. She is definitely a pretty strong deck, and actually I believe this format had quite a few Night Roses that were playing in this one. So there's that. There's also Blackmire. He got top 8, but he didn't get past top 8 because he lost to Ava actually, and we saw that in action. There was a little bit of bricking going on there, and then also just not finding the dragons. And I believe that is actually it for this one. So this one's a really short one. I made a really short video. I realized how short it's gonna be. Don't have a deck list yet, but we'll probably get them soon. I know Ava, literally, I saw the deck list for this one just recently, so this one definitely exists. This is the Ava deck list. I don't know if the other ones are up there as well, but we'll take a look real quickly. But this is the Ava list. This is the top 4 list. Pretty standard. Nothing's really changed. They kind of changed the amount of set orders they run. For the most part, it's about the same. They're running the monster package, basically common rusher. I think too different. I think the only thing I would personally change, like, it's just my personal thing, I would just keep upgrade at 4. I just think the card's too important to not see enough of. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't play Ava every single day, so other people do. You know, they probably have better than me, but it's just how I would approach the deck. I want to see if we have any Lianorns to look at from this from the same events. This is the first place Lianorn list. Very aggressive, very strong deck. I think this deck has definitely gotten a lot better. I'm starting to definitely see it in a different light. I've definitely been kind of more iffy about it, but this is a pretty standard list, by the way. It's very to the point. You'll notice that they've been dropping the amount of orders they're running. I'm starting to see a lot more of Lianorn players just not run a bunch of orders, or they've been kind of lowering on the order amount. I think mainly because this just helps you revive, and you know, you have this grade 2 here. It kind of helps out with stuff. I feel like you can kind of just get away with just doing your thing. Some people like will blow up Lianorn's board and she just gets it all back like instantly and then just plays the game again. So yeah, very interesting deck. I am actually interested in finally maybe trying it out officially. Like, I've been talking about it, I've played it a couple times here and there, but I've never really spent time on it, and maybe now is the time to start investing into Lianorn. We'll have to see. I'll see how I feel about it once I actually start testing it more properly. But I do like the aesthetic of this deck. It's just the one Decay deck I never really got around to really fully enjoying. But we'll see if my opinion changes as I test more. So on that, guys, that's the Lianorn deck. I believe the second place list is right here as well. So if you want to see that, we can look at the differences here. If there is any differences, this one wasn't running broccoli. I just realized that. Oh my god, no broccoli. That's crazy. I thought broccoli was like a staple in most of these decks. This one has the Magnolia order in it and the broccoli. I think that's the biggest difference. They're also running this right here. This is one of the older Lianorn grade 1s, if I'm not mistaken. I've been so behind on Lianorn aesthetics, so it's crazy. They're also running the new grade 2 right here as well. But yeah, very strong deck. Less of the cyclers is interesting. Less cyclers is pretty wild. I guess the broccoli kind of covers that slot a little bit. So yeah, but yeah, that's basically this one. And it's a little different. Ratios are a little bit different. They're also running the cat as well, I guess, just for the extra shield, I'm assuming, more so than the Soul Charge 2. The Soul Charge 2 might feel really bad. I don't know how much this deck uses Soul. I don't know if it's too much or not. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. And then also this is the dragon. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have. So on that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was kind of a little bit of a shorter video, but I did go over some of the top decks. These did just top like literally a couple days ago, so these are like freshly topping decks, guys. And this is during Harry format, so the Harry and Night Rose format. So seeing Lianorn still perform, I think, says a lot about our format going in very soon. We do have set 4 dropping kind of soon, and we have an event happening right after that. So, and this deck does not change that much between then and the Harry Stride deck set. This got first and second place, and now there might be like a thought that maybe because there's like more Stride decks in that format, maybe Lianorn performs better than them. I don't know. I don't have enough Lianorn testing to really answer that type of thing, but it's possible. Maybe there's something Lianorn does. I feel like Lianorn wants to go first. I don't know. So I don't know if that changes things or changes the opinions of wanting to pick a different deck or not, but I will say this is definitely a contender. I would definitely consider looking into this deck if you want to perform well. I actually think this is definitely one of the stronger picks going into set 4, especially with Doji wandering around. Doji does not deal well with big columns, and this is definitely a deck that likes to do big columns. It's relatively consistent with what it does. So there's that. But now, guys, I'm gonna end it here. For the cards.shop, code orange if you need goodies. We do have Lyrical dropping this week, and when we have after that set 4 dropping, and set 4 is a very impactful set, as literally the week after is one of the BCSs starting. And right now we have BCSs starting soon. We also have shop challenges coming around the corner as well, so you may want to be started looking into this stuff, as this is going to be we're right on the corner for official competitive season. We technically have the shop challenges happening right now. Some people might even be having some as I'm talking right now. But long story short, we got a lot to look forward to. So yeah, videocards.shop, code orange if you need your goodies. And that, guys, peace out. That's what I know. See you guys in a future video. Bye.